Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt, and this is the Matt and Dave Show.
Bro, you look confused.
I just as you hit play, I was looking. Whatever. I'm just thinking of the song.
Right.
Anyway,
fair.
as you started us off,
Yes.
I'm looking at a trailer for a movie on HBO starring Peter Dinklage and Jamie Dornan,
Oh yeah.
who I believe is from the 50 Shades of Grey series.
Yes. And Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. And it looks like who was he in Once Upon a Time?
He was the huntsman.
Oh, okay.
He quit Once Upon a Time to do the 50 Shades of Grey movie. It's the only reason I know who the hell he was, because he was on Once Upon a Time when I started watching it.
Probably a good call.
Oh yeah.
Although
yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah.
I think the 50 Shades of Grey is a little bit more memorable than The Huntsman, obviously.
Obviously,
Anyway,
yeah.
So this trailer seems to be a movie about Fantasy Island. It's called My Dinner with Herve.
Dude, we tweeted about this.
Oh, we did?
We tweeted the trailer about this.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. And so all the it's funny because when you mentioned it, I'm like, I think he's going to talk about my dinner with Hervé.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about Hervé Villachez.
Right.
And just like how awesome he is. Yeah, actually the Jamie fandom really liked that tweet. Like it got retweeted a bunch of times.
Oh,
And
right
we
on.
tweeted it out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's one
I
way to
highly
start this
recommend
off.
you watch that trailer. It's
I will.
cool.
I mean, I watched it without the
it's
the
awesome.
volume on, but I'll watch it with the volume on.
Yeah.
Speaking of trailers, let's just
Yeah.
start out today with
Yeah.
the trailers.
Dude, it's been a trailer day.
It's been a trailer day. There's some. I mean, I'd rather talk about James Gunn,
And we will.
and we will. But let's talk about trailers since we're already talking about trailers. First up
Yep.
is the new trailer for M. Night Shyamalan's Glass, which, if you don't know, I don't know.
If
Can
you
I
don't know, well, now you know.
Well, I guess if you see the trailer, you're gonna figure out, and because it says, I don't know, is it spoiler to say the sequel to? I mean, it's not spoiler to say sequel to Unbreakable,
Yes.
but also a sequel to.
I think you're fine with it.
It's also a sequel to Split,
Yeah, I think we're fine with it.
which, you know, if you have seen Split, there's a little stinger on the end
Yeah.
of the actual movie. It's not a credit. It's
Yeah.
at the movie.
It's the twist.
It's the twist.
yeah.
What a twist!
What's the twist?
So the twist at the end of Split carries over into Glass, and it shows you how everything's it's all connected.
Yeah.
And we saw a little teaser trailer of Glass a little while ago where it was just the Elijah
dude, I
something, I
remember.
forget his last name, but Mr. Glass, Bruce Willis's character,
David.
yes,
Yep.
but now he has a superhero name.
Yeah.
And then the character characters
Yeah.
that James
exactly.
McAvoy played in
Yeah.
Split. And now we get a whole trailer. We see a little bit more about what the movie's about, and it is fantastic looking.
Dude, it looks so cool. It looks so cool. I am so actually stoked about
Like
this.
they're going real world superhero, like more real than I would say Batman Begins.
Yeah, like super grounded
like
origin.
really, if superheroes existed in real life, this is what it would look like.
the origin of the superhero type thing. Yeah,
It looks
totally.
really cool.
Yeah,
and
agreed.
I think this is the first time I've ever been excited about a M. Night Shyamalan movie since.
Sixth Sense.
No, I want to say since The Village,
Oh,
because that was the first movie where we're like, really?
the expectation was not met.
No.
No.
And then we saw Lady in the Water, and we were like, oh.
I didn't even see Lady in
yeah.
the Water. Actually, I didn't even see The Village.
Yeah, Village was awful.
I was told to avoid
I mean,
it. So
the twist itself was interesting, but
and
the movie,
I know the twist
execution.
for it.
Yeah, the execution is
I think I
awful.
read the summary of it. And I was
Yeah.
like, that sounds interesting.
And
but,
then,
I wouldn't watch it.
you were like, oh, lady in the water, or
Yeah.
Lady in Water, or whatever.
Lady in the Water. I
Lady in the Water. That looked interesting. It looked visually appealing. So you see it and you're like, oh, this is just boring. We're done. And then he did The Last Airbender, and that was awful.
Yeah.
And then he executive produced like Devil, which I enjoyed. He didn't actually do anything with it. That wasn't his movie.
He just EP'd it.
But I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't heard. Actually, I don't think I've heard anything about Devil, like good or bad.
I'm telling you, it was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
yeah.
I thought it was good.
I like it. It was funny because when we were talking about it, I was thinking about Devil, and I was like, I don't know if I've heard anybody that said it. Like, it looked kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean,
but
I think,
and it looked like not like him.
It
like,
looked cooler than it actually was.
Fair enough.
But it was still, I still enjoyed it.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it was still pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
But this is the first movie I'm like, oh wow, because like Sixth Sense it was like whoa, and then Unbreakable was like whoa, and then you're like Signs is like whoa, and then what was that movie about with Mark Wahlberg that he did?
God. The Happening.
The Happening, yeah,
The
that was
Awakening?
like
No, The Happening.
The Happening. It was The Happening. Yeah, he had a whole bunch of duds like all in a row.
Yeah.
So Split was very good.
Split was amazing.
Split was fantastic, and then it was like, wow, all right, welcome back, M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
And then when he threw that twist in the end, we were like, oh.
Well, and that was the thing I liked about the twist is it's not plot centric. It does not like. You could lop that off the end, and it's still a good movie.
Yeah.
And I think that was a problem. Like, he leaned too heavily on the twist being a plot device.
True.
To where if it doesn't land, the whole movie is shit.
Right.
Like, it has to land in order for the movie. And if you lop that, if you take that out of it, if you don't make it a plot-driven thing, then you can make a good movie. And if people don't like the twist, well, people don't like the twist. It's still it's not necessary for the movie to come to a fulfillment. That's what I really enjoyed about. I mean, it also worked really well, which was nice, but it's not a requirement for the plot of that movie itself. That movie still is a good movie without the twist on the end.
I think that's probably the best twist since The Sixth Sense.
I think so. Yeah.
Because I think that the twist for Sixth Sense was imperative. It had to be. Yeah. I mean, that's part of the storytelling.
That is, they're all part of the storytelling up until this point.
I would say there wasn't really a twist in Unbreakable so much as there was a shocking revelation.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I don't really think there was much of anything in Signs either. That was again another like mystery revealed.
I guess.
But then But he did go for the big twist in The Village, and that was just
happening, and it was just none of it was good.
Yeah, but Glass looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I'm super stoked.
Yeah, I mean, I was really worried about that first those first couple of images and the first trailer. It was like, how is this going to be interesting if they're all going to be inside the psych ward? And now we know how it's going to be interesting because we saw the trailer today, and it looks interesting as fuck.
Yeah, dude, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, me too. We've been calling for an Unbreakable sequel since the first one came out. So it's nice to see that he was able to go back. And it seems like it's really weird because when you're watching Split, you don't think of Unbreakable. And even going back and looking, man, I don't even know like how these movies would work together. But they just seem to, I don't know, it just makes sense that it all fits.
Well, and I was like, and as the thing was like, I'm watching and I'm like, oh my God. This would be an awesome thing to add to the Unbreakable universe. Like, this would be so cool. Man, I'm curious how it's going to end, but like this would be a cool little like sprinkle add-on. Well, pipe dreams. Oh, Dave, you and your shitty pipe dreams. But yeah, needless to say, like, because I saw it with my wife, who was legitimately interested in seeing this movie, which I enjoyed very much.
Mm-hmm. We're talking about Split.
Yeah, Split. And I'm like, oh my God. Like, but I was like pushed back in my seat, like just like, he did it. He did the thing I wanted him to.
Right.
And executed it well.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife, who has never seen Unbreakable, has no frame of reference.
Why is Bruce Willis in this?
Why the fuck is Bruce Willis in this movie?
Yeah.
Who gives an active shit about Bruce Willis?
And that's the thing that I think would throw people off who don't know.
Yeah.
You're like, why is Bruce Willis in this movie for 30 seconds? Yeah. Why do we care about Bruce Willis eating a diner?
Why is this saved for the end?
Yeah.
I don't understand any part of this.
Is this a bad cut of the movie? Was this supposed to be at the beginning?
Right. Is this some weird Quentin Tarantino cut of the movie?
Is Bruce Willis, because they have the same haircut, is Bruce Willis supposed to be James McAvoy and a different personality? What's going on?
Right. Is this the Bruce Willis character from Pulp Fiction?
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very stoked.
Very stoked.
And
Yeah.
I hate having expectations for movies.
Yeah.
I really do.
Agreed.
But at the same time, they've got them now. Like, you put out a good trailer, you nail Split when it comes to this kind of stuff, you're going to give me expectations. So I hope it succeeds.
Well,
I really do.
I think it's an expectation that it at least will be a good movie.
Yeah. So speaking of interesting, weirdly crafted shared universes.
Okay.
So have you been made awares of the John Henry and the Statesmen concept that's been floating around?
Is that a Kingsman spinoff?
No.
Okay.
No, or it might be a Kingsman prequel. Actually, now that you say it, it might actually be a Kingsman prequel, but I don't think it is. I don't think it's going to be a Kingsman prequel. Anyway, so The Rock, Dwayne Johnson.
Okay.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson, as he is formerly known, is going to be playing John Henry in a movie called John Henry and the Statesmen, like the actual like American legend John Henry. And it seems like this kind of like I just saw an Instagram video he posted about it like right before he came over, about like how it's going to be like this kind of like legend type of thing where they all come together and do some good-ish, like, but all from around the world, kind of like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, but with like folklore legends. There was another movie that was like that. It was like it had Pecos Bill and Calamity Jane, and I think John Henry was in it as well. I'm trying to remember the name.
Who else could you get from that era?
I mean, you could get all the ones that I just listed, but evidently, like, they're going to go global with it.
Okay.
Like, so it'll be like all like the weird folklore. Like, so you could do an entire, like Robin Hood type of thing. Like, he would fall in that kind of like folk legend. I mean, I wouldn't recommend Robin Hood. I wouldn't recommend Sherlock Holmes. We have had multiple discussions about that. But like stuff like that, like folklore legends from around the world, like banding together to stop some sort of weird bad thing on Netflix.
Okay.
It seems like it'd be a cool series, but they're gonna.
It's a movie or a series?
It's gonna be a movie.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. All right. I don't know. Something like that sounds a little too epic. I think I'd want that to be like maybe like a limited series, like a 6 to 8 episode.
Yeah, like a Defenders
series,
type of gig.
like a Defenders type of thing. Yeah. That's I mean I at first I go but you know I think I'm opening up to the idea of like insane cinema these days.
Yeah.
I told you I went to see the Meg, and that was fun.
I saw part of the Meg. I saw the end of the Meg.
I saw all of the Meg.
Yeah.
And it wasn't great. It's not gonna win any awards.
No.
It's not a movie that will be celebrated. Well, maybe it will. I don't know. But it's not going to go down in history as the greatest, as a great cinematic experience. But it was fun as hell.
I don't think any Statham movie is going to have that.
It's true.
Yeah. I love Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I love Jason Statham. Sorry.
He doesn't have an Australian accent there, dude.
But he's really flat British. it's hard to. I mix the two up sometime. I'm sorry.
Sometimes it happens.
I apologize for not being an appropriate dialectician at that moment. Smug bastard.
I mean, I honestly I can't say anything because I can't do either. So, or at least I can. When I try to do English, it comes out Australian. When I try to do Australian,
so you just aim for the opposite.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like on a scale of like Deep Star 6, Leviathan, like oh god, what was that? What was the other shark movie? The Samuel L. Jackson one.
Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea. I was like Deep 6
very Deep
3.
Blue Sea.
Yeah. It seemed very Deep Blue Sea.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I loved.
Yeah.
Like Deep Blue Sea.
That was another one. That's another like shitty,
but that's like
movie.
A fun, shitty, crappy movie. Like that.
I think The Meg is actually a better film than Deep Blue Sea, though.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Because Deep Blue Sea was good.
It wasn't bad, but there was a lot of. I mean, there was just a lot of ridiculousness.
Oh God, yeah.
Just too much. Like when Samuel L. Jackson is giving his typical.
My God, that's my favorite part.
That's my favorite part of the movie. And
I, like the most iconic part of the movie too.
Right, exactly. And you're talking about smart sharks and giving them brains and all this shit. Like it's fucking crazy. And you got the LL Cool J with the fucking bird.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of ridiculousness.
Yes,
now, there's a lot of ridiculousness in this movie too. But I think this is just a better. I don't know. they didn't take themselves too seriously, but it was weird. It was this really weird combination of really good film, everybody kind of believing in what they were doing,
right?
But really fun, and you knew that it wasn't going to be anything more than what it was. It's just a fun movie.
Yeah,
it's really weird how they pulled it off.
That. Yeah,
so I respected it. I think that's what it was, and I think that based on like, obviously the premise of the movie. Right. And the marketing and the trailers that we saw, I think going in, you knew that it was going to be some sort of ridiculous movie.
Yeah.
But I think I'm open more to the idea of that. I'm not shut off now where I hear an idea something as this John Henry movie and go, oh come on, do we really need this? I really don't care. Actually, it as long as it's not like as
long as it executes,
as long as it executes, and you got The Rock involved, and everybody loves The Rock right now.
Yeah.
He's
so hot
right.
now.
I mean, he can make movies like Skyscraper, and nobody will see it, but he'll still be $100 million movie actor. So it's whatever, whatever.
Fine.
Yeah, I'll go. I mean, I'll see it, but it's interesting. So I think I'm shifting more to like if you're gonna take properties or ideas that exist, at least make them interesting.
Yeah.
And that sounds like an interesting idea.
Yeah, it does sound like an interesting idea. Like, and I've liked the previous iterations that I've seen of it. I wish I remember the name of that movie, the other one. Do you want to mark time? Do you want to start talking about James Gunn? And I'll
No,
you don't want to start talking about James Gunn? You don't want to. Do you want to start talking about James Gunn, and then I'll do a you don't want to.
No.
You don't want.
No.
So you're gonna stay here and talk about James Gunn, and I'm gonna.
No.
Okay.
Why don't we just mark time, and you can go look what you need to.
So you're going to start talking about... This is where you mark time.
Okay, mark time.
Oh, Jesus, you are the worst at marking time whatsoever. I'll mark time.
I mean, I'm not really that bad. I mean, it's just vamping. I can sit here and talk to myself for a good 5 minutes or so.
Oh God, how don't I know that?
I mean, I could talk about like Spider-Man game some more and how awesome that is, and whatever. I could talk about
dude, it's Tall Tale, The Unbelievable Adventures, and Patrick Swayze plays Pico's Bill.
Oh, I've heard. Oh, Tall Tale, yeah.
Tall Tale.
Wait a minute, doesn't he play? No, he plays Paul Bunyan.
No, he's not Paul Bunyan.
He isn't?
No, he's Pico's Bill.
Really?
Yup. Yep. Pico's Bill.
Oh, wow, look at that. Okay.
Yep. And the girl from Beetlejuice plays Calamity Jane, if memory serves.
Which girl
the
from
mom.
Beetlejuice?
If I do not cut off this house and make it my own, I will go insane, and I will take you with me.
Catherine O'Hara.
You.
Wow.
You.
Woo. You can
have
also
got
say
skills.
the mom from Home Alone as well.
Oh, yeah. But I love that line in Beetlejuice.
Yep.
I love that line. I
Yeah.
love it.
Really
yeah. So we're not going to talk about James Gunn. You want to talk about James Gunn? You want to talk about how we called it and we're awesome and we're so the prognosticator of prognosticators, Matt and Dave show. 6 weeks of winter.
So about, was it 2 days ago? We were sitting around or something like that. You shot me a text and I didn't see it for like an hour.
Yes.
And then you said, "Oh, did you hear about James Gunn?" So before I responded, I just went to the internets,
to the interwebs,
and not only did you tell me that James Gunn was hired to be involved, with Suicide Squad the sequel, which we both said we would love to see James Gunn be scooped up by DC. If anything could save DC, it's James Gunn.
Yes.
Well, there has long been talks of a Suicide Squad 2, and now it appears there are reports that I want to make sure that we're clear on this. The reports originally were that he was coming aboard Suicide Squad. No.
Oh
no, right?
He was just coming aboard.
He was just coming aboard, and then it was Right and Direct.
Yeah,
and everybody was
losing first it was Right.
Well, everybody was losing their mind. Now it's officially he's been hired to write Suicide Squad 2.
Yes.
Whether or not he's going to direct, nobody knows. I would assume so.
I would hope so.
Yes, I would assume so. Then what we're hearing is it may not be a sequel so much as it is a redo, a reboot.
Which would be awesome.
Which I think would be awesome. Would be fantastic. And then we started making jokes about, Dave Bautista should be cast.
Right.
And then 5 minutes later, Dave Bautista says on Twitter, "Sign me up.
I'm in.
He's in.
Whatever you want. King Shark.
I think he'd be
Killer
great.
Croc.
I think he'd be
I don't give a shit.
I think it'd be great as King Shark.
Yeah.
I don't think you don't put Killer Croc in Suicide Squad.
No.
King Shark, absolutely.
Yeah, I can see it.
I think that would be great.
Yeah.
I just saw an article that said one of the longtime Suicide Squad writers of the comics said that Guardians of the Galaxy is what Suicide Squad should have been.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
And I kind of agree.
I could see that.
But I mean, the Guardians of the Galaxy are good guys.
Yes.
And Suicide Squad are not good guys.
No, they're terrible people. But the funny thing is, I think the Guardians of the Galaxy did more terrible things.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I think
for me, the motivation is different.
Yes. No, I agree. But outside of like Amanda Waller, who I love, who is honestly like one of my favorite DC characters.
Who is?
Like Amanda Waller.
Oh, yeah.
I love Amanda Waller.
Mm-hmm.
I love the idea of Amanda Waller. I love that she is just a monster of a human being. I just enjoy the shit out of the concept of Amanda Waller. Outside of her weird, convoluted motivations and all the other weird shit in that movie, I thought they nailed like the idea of the character very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I thought the execution might be a little scattershot, but I really like they got the concept of Amanda Waller down pretty well.
And you know what I like about Amanda Waller is that she is, I think, the one person who is not concerned / scared / terrified of Batman.
Yes.
She will stand in Batman's face and tell him what for.
Yes.
And
absolutely.
I don't think anybody else could get away with that.
No. And I think it's great. It's
fantastic. Yes.
I love, a character with that amount of depth.
I agree.
And I never want to know any part of her backstory ever.
Well,
she just exists and I like it that way. Don't ruin this, sir. Do not. I did see a quote from David Ayer, the director of the original Suicide Squad. He was like, dude, he would be great for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I thought was cool.
Absolutely. I love when they get like when the previous people. There are some directors who've taken a property that the fans didn't like, but they're still fans of the property and they're very supportive of what happens.
Yes.
So like Joss Whedon, he's very supportive of, what happens with the Avengers.
Yeah,
and, he may have had some sort of falling out with Marvel, which we'll never know about. Yeah. But he's still supportive.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it's still kind of his baby.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to it. I hope that he gets to direct it. If I said to you that if DC could win me over with one move, I think it's this move.
Yeah, I
think it is this move.
I think it's a step in the right direction.
I think they need to they need to forget about Jared Leto. You know what? Actually, I was thinking about would be great because I think it was David Ayer even said he's like I might have gone a little overboard with the Joker's look.
Yeah,
the whole gold teeth and all the tattoos and everything. I thought what would be great is if you opened up the next movie that he's in. And just have him like wiping off the tattoos, like they're fake tattoos.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Wouldn't that be very Joker?
Yeah, yeah. That would be
like taking the teeth out, and wiping his face, and just rubbing off the tattoos. Be like they're fake tattoos. Just sounds like something he would do
with the Robin suit in the background.
Exactly. I just think that would be a way to kind of to move on to kind of reimagine the Joker and how you want him to be.
I mean, but do you even keep any part of that original cast at all?
Look, they're gonna be okay. So here's
outside of Margot Robbie.
Here's what I heard.
Yeah,
they actually had a script for Suicide Squad 2.
Yes,
and I'm sorry, I don't know who wrote it. I don't have that information in front of me. I don't remember. But they had a script, and the rumor is that the Birds of Prey movie that is going into production, which stars Margaret Robbie's Harley Quinn, was very closely. Kind of mirrored what Suicide Squad 2 was going to be. So
like
Suicide
the plot,
like the plot was very similar. Right. So they
Oh.
scrapped Suicide Squad 2. Obviously, the James Gunn drama came down. They swooped in.
Smart. It's so smart.
It's very smart. It is very smart. And I think that because he's not a Marvel cast off. He's not somebody who failed or had a falling out.
Right.
Like he's ready to go. He was hired. He was ready.
Yeah.
He was one of their brain trust. I mean, they were having meetings with all the directors. With with Jon Favreau.
Yeah.
I mean, they had like a brain trust of all the directors that we love.
Yeah.
And Kevin.
Oh, there it is. Oh no.
I hate when I get on a roll. And then a name just. Yes.
Yes.
He was one of them. You know, they were giving him like his own corner of the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And then this happened, and he's gone. So he's not a cast off. It's an unfortunate situation. He's still hot. He's still in prime. He's ready to go.
Samurai, ready to be scooped up by some enterprising warlord looking to take over feudal Japan. I ran that analogy into the ground.
You did. You did a little bit. That's why I let you go. I wanted to see where you're going to go with it. If you could bounce back, but you did. Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens because you can't really reboot the Suicide Squad.
You can't?
Well, because you already have Margaret Robbie in this, unless you're going to go the Joker movie type thing and just start making movies on properties and confusing people and don't care about who plays it in this movie and who plays it in that one.
To be fair, it would be very DC.
What do you mean?
I mean, that was the whole, like, every time they do a crisis, it's because nobody could get their artists or their comic book writers.
Oh, true.
You know what I mean? Like, What Superman is this? No, it's the Superman 2, 3. Oh, fuck, I don't know. It's Clark Kent. No, not that one. No, the one that married Lois Lane. No, the one that didn't marry Lois Lane.
It's true. Yeah. It is confusing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
That's why the DC fanboys love the DC movies.
Yeah.
You know? I can't believe there's a DC fanboy and a Marvel fanboy and like, why can't we all just love this stuff together?
Because they're a product with a diverse amount of quality put into each one.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
I mean, and dude, you've said it yourself, and if I have to pick up this flag, I'll do it. If you're putting it down, I get it.
Okay.
I'll run with it. They just weren't that good.
The DC movies?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, with the exception of Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Well, and then, all the Batman movies. Chris Nolan. And,
yes, but we're talking about the new batch. The new crop.
Sure, yeah. I mean, listen, Man of Steel, not great. Had some, some moments.
I even liked the
Justice League, awful. Batman v Superman, awful.
Yep.
Really, if we're looking at it, there's only been 4 movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got
and one of them,
Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, Wonder Woman, and Justice League. So there's only been 4 movies so far.
One of those being good.
One of those was great.
Yeah.
Aquaman, everything I've seen so far looks pretty good.
Looks pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I will definitely watch Aquaman in theaters.
I might. Yeah, that's actually a movie. Yeah, that's one of those movies that might require going to the theater.
It looks like. I mean, it looks kind of grandiose and epic.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of James Wan.
Yeah,
I think he's great.
Yeah.
What Wonder Woman 84 looks like it's. I mean,
Yeah.
Listen,
Dude, I'm down.
Same director, same writer, same star, same cast, same everything. I'm in. I don't need to say anything.
I'm in.
I love the first one. I'm in.
Yeah.
So they have an opportunity here. The next 2. Oh, and then Shazam. I'm not so sure about Shazam.
I don't know how there's part of me that kind of enjoys the idea of it, and I really like.
I mean, I've always liked the Shazam character.
Yeah. And I like that they're making it like
it's like a big superhero.
Yeah. And I like that they're turning into the childlike wonder of it. I think that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, it's an interesting take.
Was it Billy Baston?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems very much like his movie, and Shazam's kind of just there, which is what it should be. I wouldn't want just like a Shazam movie. I want a Billy Baston movie where, he becomes like Shazam is the sidekick to the Billy Baston character.
I want to see equal screen time there.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
want to see equal.
But it would be really easy just to make a Shazam movie, and
I think that's what it's going to be. I think you're going to be disappointed if that's what you're thinking.
Well, I mean, but ignore the kid parts of it. Like it would be easy to just be like, we're going to make a gritty Shazam movie, and Black Adam's going to be the monster that he truly is.
Right.
And I love Black Adam
and
too.
He's not going to be in this movie anyway.
Right, I know, and I love Black Adam.
Yeah,
love Black Adam.
I know.
I love DC villainy, man.
I know, but the thing about the Black Adam is that he is kind of if you use Black Adam, you run into the same problem that the Marvel villains have. They're just kind of mirror images of the hero.
Absolutely.
Which is what Black Adam is.
Absolutely, yes.
So I'm okay with them.
But if you can make them interesting via Killmonger, then you can pull it off.
Sure.
But you are absolutely right. But I think Black Adam has Killmonger potential.
Sure, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens when that movie, whatever it is, comes out or happens to be whatever.
Yeah.
But so listen, with Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman with Aquaman and the possibility of Shazam, they could go 50-50. They could go 3 awful, 3 good.
They could.
They could
They could even.
They could bat 500, and batting 500.
That's not terrible.
That's not terrible.
On a pro league,
That's not
the
terrible.
worst.
Now listen, I'm not here. You've all heard me poo-poo DC left and right.
Yes.
And I believe I'm justified. I'm not automatically drinking the DC Kool-Aid, but I'm saying that the things that we've seen are positive.
Yes.
And obviously the hiring of James Gunn is a step in the right direction.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm personally very excited.
I'm very excited.
So I did have something I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
And I had this thought last night.
All right.
I should have had you prepare.
That's fine.
But I wanted to catch it kind of cold.
Okay.
All right. I want you to name me, and you don't have to put a number on it, but some of your top fake movie bands that only exist in movies.
Okay. Stillwater would be number 1, obviously, for me.
Stillwater, that's a good one.
Yeah, because that's my favorite movie.
Yeah.
So Stillwater would be number 1. I mean, they actually trained to be a band.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like they had band camp. Like
boot camp.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Which is showed like they
all
were
of their
good
music
band.
was written by Nancy. Nope. Fuck, the chick from Heart.
Oh yes. Oh, I didn't know that.
Fuck, what is her name?
I don't remember.
Shit.
Amy Hart.
No.
The other one?
I don't know. But she's married to Cameron Crowe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So yeah, she wrote all of the music for the movie, for Stillwater, for the Stillwater songs.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that explains why it was
good.
good.
Yeah, and they learned how to. I mean, the 2 guys, the drummer and the bass player, were both musicians.
Okay.
That they got to be actors.
Got it. Yeah.
And then Jason Lee, obviously, he, as the lead singer, all he had to do, but he had to learn how to like work the mic. And
I understand.
There's
trust me,
right?
I get it.
It's like you don't just get up there and start
No.
like you're not a rock star all of a sudden. Like you gotta have to.
Yeah.
There's some talent there.
Yeah.
You have to perform.
Lead singer is such a hard job.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, aside from the equipment set up when you're
a
broken or a broke band.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah.
So Stillwater would be number 1 for me.
All right.
Oh man. I'd have to think of movies that have. I mean, you could say Spinal Tap.
I would say Spinal Tap is like one of the definitive answers.
Yeah,
yes.
I could, but for me that's too obvious. I was trying to think of less obvious ones.
Well, Spinal Tap's a good one.
Spinal Tap's a really good one.
Like, yeah, you could almost argue the definitive. Like they named the movie after the fake band.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spinal Tap. I'd have to think of what. I'd have to think of.
Can I tell you some of mine?
Off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
Yeah. The Wonders.
Oh yes. The Oneaters.
The Oneaters. Hey. It's the Onetters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wonders would be a good one.
Yep. Can I tell you what my double Jeopardy one for that one was?
The Chanterlines.
Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. The band they pretend to be in the movie
Wow.
about the band.
Whoa, you just inception this question.
I inception the shit out of this question. Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. Oh my God.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah, Wonders is a good one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, and also a band, like actors that had to learn their instruments.
It's true.
Like, you look at the interviews with those guys, like they would be talking about like how they would just wish the camera would pan away from their face so they could look at the strings. Like,
Right.
my God, it's so hard. Why are you have to keep shooting my face? I want to look. Everything. The guy that played Jimmy, was it Jimmy, the lead singer?
Jonathan Check.
Yeah, Jonathan Check. He's like, the second I knew I was out of sight line, I'm just like staring. Like, he's like, the hardest part was acting like I knew what the fuck I was doing because I didn't.
Yeah.
I had no clue.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I have to think of some music movies.
Friggin' to Anne and the Modal Nodes.
Sure.
Star Wars, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Or, conversely, the Max Rebo Band.
Max Rebo. Yeah.
I think those are the only 2 Star Wars bands that I know off the top
So
of my
this
head.
is the problem. You asked me a question where I have to actually think, and then I can't talk because I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Yeah, prep would have been good on this
I told you prep would have been good on that.
Prep would have been
You know
good.
what? We'll come back to it. We don't have to. You don't have to do this. There's a lot of thinking in this pod. You don't want to be here. There's a lot of thinking.
We do. Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, I didn't think
else.
so. Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
No, you're good. You're absolutely good.
Yep.
No worries. Ooh, that was fun.
What else is on the agenda for today?
What else? There was so much shit, dude. There was so much shit that came out while I was out in Cackalack.
Okay. When were you in California?
Cackalack,
Carolina. North Carolina.
Yay.
South Carolina?
That's North Carolina.
All right, whatever.
A new teaser for the Aladdin.
Yeah, I
movie
haven't seen
came
the
out?
teaser.
Or
I think
just
there's a
the
trailer
poster.
coming out. The poster.
Yeah, the poster came out.
I think there's like a teaser trailer thingy, but I don't know.
Lady Gaga being rumored to be cast as Ursula, the Sea Witch.
Ursula?
Yeah.
Really?
I would have gone with Queen Latifah myself, but I'm also
No,
just a giant Queen. You can put Queen Latifah in everything, Dave.
No, you can't.
You can.
You know who actually would be good is Keala Settle.
Ooh,
right?
Shit.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Which, by the way, there is a reimagined soundtrack of The Greatest Showman coming out pretty
With
soon.
Who?
Oh man, I have to look it up.
Because the singing wasn't the bad part about that movie.
No, the music you liked.
Yeah,
you liked
music
the
I like.
which is why I'm bringing it up.
If they could actually just redo every other part about that movie, put the music, I would be perfectly fine.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I do not apologize.
Everybody, listen, you're the only one who does not seem to like that movie. There's a lot of people that love that movie.
True. Oh God, speaking of cool DC shit, did you see the Harley Quinn trailer?
No, I did not.
Okay, the animated Harley Quinn trailer is like Deadpool on crack.
All
Like it's given directly to camera. She talks about the fucking canceled Deadpool series.
Oh, nice.
Like, I mean, totally throwing shade on Deadpool.
Nice.
Talking about like, is it gonna be dark and gritty? I don't know. We're DC. I guess that's how it has to be. Like, totally, like just dropping shade bombs left and right. It is awesome. It is totally awesome. I highly recommend you check out one of our various social media streams and look at the Harley Quinn trailer. DC animated. They usually hit it out of the park.
Usually.
The
animation
statistically,
the animation I saw didn't really like get me excited, but you know, I mean, I'll give it a shot. The problem is it's all going to be on that DC network, and I'm not going to get it.
yeah,
I'm really not. Like, I think the DC
that's
network
a bridge too far for you.
I think that was just a little too much. Like, I think that they should have like partnered with one of the streaming services and offered that.
Who?
I don't know.
Hulu,
Hulu, Netflix, whatever. It
You
doesn't
have
matter.
Two options.
You could do Amazon.
Okay, you have three options.
You could do
right.
Crackle.
Yeah. Well,
You could do Crackle.
yeah. Technically, you.
You're
could,
not going to, but you could.
You could do Crackle.
I mean, Crackle's doing they have original content now
everybody
too.
has original content.
Exactly.
This is literally original content.
Exactly. Well, that's true. Yes, but I think it's just I don't think that they have enough to offer to warrant like how many. Listen,
CBS got that shit on lock though.
CBS All Access.
Yeah.
Yeah, but seriously, like I don't know.
YouTube, they could have gone.
There
YouTube.
are going to be a lot of nerdy fanboys that are not us that will fork over the money for that
Yes.
streaming service.
Yes.
I'm not going to be one of them, and I think that they could.
I'm not either.
I think that. Are you going to get it?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know.
Are you thinking about getting it?
I don't know.
See, I think that they're trying to compete with Disney again, but I think Disney has so much content
Yes.
that they
Yes.
can do it.
Yes. Oh,
They've
easily.
got years and years and years of Disney movies. They've got a huge fan base built in already.
Yeah. They've been doing this shit since the 50s
Abs-
on that medium.
I mean, it's just ridiculous what they have. And now you're throwing in the Lucas stuff, you throw in Star Wars,
Yeah.
throw in Marvel, you throw in the Muppets,
You're throwing
you throw
Fox.
throw in Fox now. You
Yeah.
know, you throw. I mean, all this stuff that they have. I mean,
They got it covered.
they've got it covered. DC, not so much. I mean,
No.
you guys have a lot of animated movies. You have a lot of You've got the original Supermans, the Batmans, all that stuff. You got that.
But you started this in like the 90s.
Right. What are you going to show us? Like the John Wesley ship Flash, and then that's it?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's cool, but
John Wesley Shipp.
But
Flash.
you know, he's on the new Flash.
I know. It
Sometimes.
makes me happy.
So,
Yeah. That was actually one of my favorite parts about it. Actually, they both are.
They both being
the whoever the girl was from the original John Wesley Shipp Flash as well. She does cameos.
Well, I didn't know that, but you know, Mark Hamill does the Trickster.
Yeah, he did it on both.
Right. So he plays a version of the Trickster on this show.
Uh-huh.
Now, this past season of The Flash introduced the Trickster's son.
Yes.
As the new Trickster.
Yes.
Now, when you watch the episode, his mom comes to town.
Yep.
And his mom is played by the same woman who played Mark Hamill's love interest.
Yep.
I don't know her name, but
I don't remember either.
She did a couple things in the 80s.
Yeah.
She was in Vice Versa with Fred Savage and Judge Reinhold. She was in Police Academy 4.
Oh, was that the Miami one?
That is
no, that's
Citizens
5.
on Patrol.
Citizens on Patrol is
5
4.
was Miami.
Yeah.
6 was City Under Siege. 7 was Russia.
Moscow.
And
Mission to Moscow.
Mission to Moscow.
Yep.
That's right. So she plays his mom. So it's they're really kind of not tipping.
That.
They're like tipping their cap.
They are tipping their Flash helmet.
Exactly.
To that.
Exactly.
Oh, John Wesley Shipp.
I think that the new season premiered Tuesday. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it yet either.
I don't know how I feel about this new Flash costume that they have. They have him in.
See, dude.
Looks weird.
I've liked it so far.
Oh, the Flash show is
speaking
fantastic.
of costume, did you see the Ruby Rose Batwoman costume?
I did, yes.
Yes.
So here's what I don't understand. Why we always talk about toxic fan boys.
Yes.
That costume, that picture, is probably the most comic book accurate costume of anything.
Right?
And everybody's like, oh, it looks awful. It's like she literally ripped from the page.
Yeah. It is spot fucking
They
on.
did. It's like they didn't. You know, let's save a couple of dollars on some costume design. Let's just take a strip. Let's take the comic and then design that. That's exactly what they did.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's spot on.
Yeah, even the cape, the
cape is
the black to red
great.
subtlety in the cape. Oh, it's well done.
And I'm glad that they've got the red wig going on.
Yeah.
I wonder if she'll have actually red, because in the comic she has red short hair.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she'll have red short hair underneath. If she doesn't, that's fine, whatever. But
like the hair is a part of the actual costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like she has long hair, but when she that's almost like something else to hide her identity.
Yep. Yeah.
But yeah, like it's spot on, and everybody's like, "Oh, it looks awful. It looks awful." And then they're saying like Ruby Rose can't act, and I haven't seen her in
Orange is the New Black.
Orange is the New Black, but the things I have seen her in, she was in the Meg.
Oh yeah,
she was in the Meg. Yeah, she was in the Meg. She wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I saw her in it was another movie that I saw her in. I forget what it was, but I remember thinking she was not awful.
No.
So that's pretty much par for the CW course. I mean, a lot of not awful actors.
Yeah.
Like
reasonable actors.
I mean, well, reasonable. Not awful. I'll stick with not awful.
There
are a lot of good actors.
Yeah.
But, there are a lot of,
it's a lot of theater people doing TV.
It's a lot of theater and a lot of soap opera people doing action. I mean, that's what they are.
Yeah.
They're comic soap operas.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Action soap operas, if you will. So, there you go.
No, but I was absolutely I was stoked to see that costume. That was great. That was great.
It was awesome.
It was absolutely great.
Yeah.
I was happy. I was perfectly fine with it.
It's great. I mean, I have like no complaints. I mean, it's a picture. I mean, really what you really want to go on is how it moves and how she looks and but picture-wise, bravo, you knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely agreed.
Shut up if you have a problem, because you're wrong.
Did you see the new Pet Sematary trailer?
I did not, no.
Ooh.
I did not. I saw some of the pictures and it looked good. I just haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet. It's one of those where, like, I never read the book.
I haven't read the book either.
Yeah. You haven't?
Nope.
Really?
All
the things that are here.
I haven't read it.
All of these books here.
And
there's no Pet Sematary.
I didn't say I didn't own it. I just said I hadn't read it.
Do you own it?
I'd have to check. I think I may own Pet Sematary. I own a little Stephen King.
Yes, I see Wizard and Glass right there.
Yeah, that I've read. Yep, I've read all those.
Did you read all of the
Well, all the ones I own.
Which ones do you own?
Wizard and Glass. No, I am up to.
I should have seen that one coming.
You did. You walked right into it.
Yep.
No, I've read up to Wizard and Glass. I'm
okay. So you read the first 4 of the series.
Yeah. I am caught up to that point. Up to my I think that's like the Order of the Phoenix in the hierarchy of the Stephen King verse for the Dark Tower.
You haven't read the last 2 Harry Potter books?
Nope.
God damn, dude.
Yeah. Well, I switched over to the movies.
Yeah, but the movies aren't the same. You know that.
I do know that.
Especially after reading 4 and watching 4.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. I made some hard choices, Matt. I made some hard choices.
It's some wrong choices.
I made some hard choices. What else? Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk to you about. Have you seen Robert Englund's returning to Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, we talked about that a couple episodes ago, dude.
On the Goldbergs?
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah. That's like a month old news.
No, I know the news is a month old, but they released some of the actual
the
images.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
Jesus Christ.
He looks good. He looks like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. Well, and the like, I think the cool part about that is like he's always played Freddy Krueger way, 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 way older.
Yeah.
Like even when he was younger, playing Freddy Krueger, he always played him like,
and now he's
like
playing,
a dude in his 60s.
Now he's playing him on his actual his actual time. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's great. What? You don't like? Are you just jealous you don't have a dog in your lap right now?
I'm not jealous. It's just they just randomly ran up here.
Yeah, they do that.
So I went to Halloween Horror Nights on Sunday.
Oh shit! How was the Stranger Things things?
Okay, so we had gotten some advice. No, we received some advice from friends who went earlier.
Yes.
And they said, run to the back of the park, do the houses in the back of the park first. There's 5 of them. You get them done about an hour and a half, and then you spend the rest of the night doing the first 5 houses. The first 5 houses are the popular ones: Poltergeist, Halloween 4, Stranger Things, and then a couple others.
Okay.
So we did that, and it was interesting. It was fun. Took the kid who swears up and down he never gets scared of anything.
Yeah.
We put that theory to the test, and he failed within the first house.
Did he really?
Oh yeah. Yeah. There were a lot of times where the first house he's like looking around corners, and there were some things that happened, but there were a lot of times where he would just nope out. He's like, nope. There was one house, I don't remember what it was. I think it was like there's a big clown head somewhere, but he was like nope, and he like ran out of the house, and he was a good mile away from us before we caught, because he was just like nope, and just kept walking. It's hilarious. But
I love noping the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
I think noping the fuck out is like my favorite thing on the planet.
Yeah. It was rather fun.
Oh, dude, I don't know if I could go to those by myself. Like, I think with a group I might be okay, but I'm just a chicken shit.
So here's my secret to how I survive these things.
Yeah.
I look straight ahead. If what happens is you get caught up looking at all the cool details and
that's how they get you.
Right. You're looking at this thing
It's
over here to the
misdirection.
left, and then to the right is a little corner where they come out to get you.
Yep.
So it's misdirection. If you just keep your eyes forward, you see the corners are coming. You can kind of guess that somebody will pop out. Now you don't know what they're going to do, what they're going to say, what they're going to look like. So it'll still kind of get you, but that's how I like make it without dying
It takes
of a heart
the
attack.
jump out of the scare.
It takes, yeah.
So the last time I went, I went with an ex of mine, and the only way I got through it is like with her, because she was like absorbing the scared.
Right.
She was like the focal point for the scared, and once that happened, I was perfectly fine. Like I was making eye contact with the performers, and I was like I could see him like just chomping at the bit for a good scare, and I'd be like I just indicated with my eyes.
Yeah.
I just realized that that's terrible podcasting.
Right.
I just get so enamored in our conversations.
Oh,
Matt.
please don't go there.
Okay. But I would indicate like I would like fresh meat, freshest of fresh meats.
Right.
And just wait. Like I'd see a scare zone. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. She's, why are we stopping her? I'm like, I don't know. I just. You're an asshole, dude.
I mean, it's fun. I haven't been to Halloween Horror Nights in a couple of years, but it was a lot of fun. Poltergeist house was really cool.
Oh God, that sounds like it would be terrifying.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Did they have the pool? Was the pool an option?
No, it wasn't.
Oh
No,
dude, that would have been the best.
yeah, no, that wasn't there. But the other stuff there was cool. The Halloween 4. No, it wasn't just Halloween. It was Halloween 4.
Is
Return
that
of
the
Michael
masks
Myers.
one? No.
No. What?
That was 3. 3 is the masks, right?
3 is the witches.
The witches.
Yeah. 4 is the Return of Michael Myers because
Got it.
1 and 2 were Michael Myers, and then 3 was the witches, and then 4 was Return.
Got it.
But it was very. It was. I mean, if you've watched the movie, that was the first house we went to where I'd actually like knew what was going on.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
you
it was
didn't know the Poltergeist one?
No. We went to that one.
Oh, you guys.
later,
That
yeah.
was the first house that you went to.
Yes. Yeah. Where
I
like
thought you meant
because
in
there
your
was
life.
there was
like,
a Trick or Treat house, like the movie Trick or Treat.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a Blumhouse house that had the first Purge and Happy Death Day.
Yes.
I hadn't seen either of those movies.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I saw the Purge, but not the first Purge.
Oh, I haven't seen any of the Purges.
You haven't seen any of the Purges?
I've not seen
I think
the
you'd like them.
Purges. Yeah.
So I didn't know any of those things, but they were still scary. They were still fun.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know them. But so when we went to the Halloween 4 house, I knew that movie. So it was really cool, like walking in, like I recognized the house, recognized this scene, recognized that scene, recognized that character. It was great. But you know, some of it, like the thing I like about Michael Myers, and I'm really excited about this new Halloween movie. But the thing I like about Michael Myers is that he's the boogeyman. He moves slow. It's like he's coming to get you.
Stalking, menacing.
Right, stalking, menacing. Not the whole, there were some of the actors didn't really kind of get that concept. They jump out at you and they like move really fast. And that's not Michael Myers. But the ones that just kind of appeared, that was freaky as fuck.
Yeah.
But the Stranger Thing house, man. So it was a 105-minute wait to go in.
Jesus, I can imagine.
Right. 105 minutes, and the house was awesome.
Yeah?
Best house of the night.
Oh.
I mean, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, the kids said, like, how are they going to scare us? All they have is the Demogorgon. And it wasn't just the Demogorgon. It was, like, the other characters would just, like, appear.
Yeah.
And, like, it was, like, you're in the show. Like, you have Joyce, like, knocking on the wall, and Demogorgons everywhere, and it's just amazing what they pulled. Like some of the things they pulled off, like the Demogorgons actually coming out of the wall, like just things that they were able to do.
That's
fantastic.
Awesome.
I mean, fantastic. Awesome. Just like being in the show. So good that we had time left at the end of the night. We waited another 105 minutes for this house. Because I think it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We got everything done. We were tired, and we were like, should we go? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? And the girlfriend was like, well, I'd do it again. So, I mean, are we ever going to do this house again? Probably, maybe not. So we did it again, and it was worth it. Because the second time we went back, there were some other characters that weren't there the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the first time we went around, you see Will and you see Mike.
Yeah.
But then the second time we went, we saw Will, but then we saw Dustin, and like they had lines and stuff. It was really It was interesting. It was interesting. Yeah.
So did they use the scientist guys as bad guys as well? Like the no, really, not at all. There wasn't any like laboratory jump scares or anything like that.
There was one at the end.
Yeah.
But no, the laboratory guys were. I mean, you're running from the Demogorgons. Everybody is running from the Demogorgons. At that point,
I didn't know.
And that's one of the things I told. I was saying on our way home, like they could do that. They could do a Stranger Things house, the whole season 1 again, and do it from like a different perspective, like all 11's, like her escaping from there, and then being in the upside down, or being in that little that black space where she's connecting with people, and
a solid black wet floor thing.
Yeah, I thought if we walked into that would have been awesome, but we didn't. But they had so many other cool things,
and that would be like a fucking litigious nightmare to create.
It's true. It's true. Yeah.
A solid black wet floor thing. It's like I can actually hear lawyers choking at the idea of that part of a ride.
Well, the things
Will
they were able to
be drinking before that? Yes. Well, let's make it happen.
The things they were able to accomplish in this house, it would not surprise me if there was some way that they could do it without actually using water.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
No, absolutely. I agree. I completely agree.
I mean, you've only got a couple more weeks left. If you get a chance, go check it out.
You should do it.
You should do it. But it was fantastic.
I'm excited. Dude, I would love to see did you ever play Doom 3?
No, I did not.
Okay. Well, there's a wonderful part in Doom 3. So Doom 3 is known for being a scary game. It is actually an absolutely terrifying game. But the first jump scare in the game, the first thing that gets you is not a monster. It's not anything like that. It's just a dude. And they place him strategically behind, back and off to the right of a door. So as you walk in the door, you hear, hey, listen. And you're like, fuck, God
damn it.
Yeah, because you're waiting.
Damn it,
yeah.
you're waiting. You're so waiting. And I think that would be so hilarious. That's why I asked about the scientists, like if they do that, like, or it's like a tour of the facility, like, hey, welcome. We're gonna, and then like shit goes down, and then like you start seeing like people getting popped off, like running through the corridors and shit. I think that'd be an awesome house.
It's actually interesting. So have you played The Last of Us?
No, I have not.
Have you seen any of the walkthroughs or anything?
No.
Okay, so The Last of Us. Well, the Last of Us has some scary parts. Like you know, there is kind of like a patient zero, like people turning into these monster type things. And one of the houses, I think it was the patient zero house. We were walking out, and I was like, man, there's something familiar about that. And the kid said to me, "It's like that reminded me of like The Last of Us with the clickers and with the people like running after you and the screeching sound." I was like, dude, that's exactly what it is. That would be an awesome house.
Last of Us,
but Doom would be a great house too. You're right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not even just the Doom, but I mean doing that style of thing because it fits perfectly within the Stranger Things universe.
That's what they did with Stranger Things.
Yeah. It's a tour of like the hospital, then it goes to shit, or a tour of the place, the water and power.
No, you walk in and then it's just like the beginning of the show.
Oh, got it.
Like you walk in and you see the elevator and the dude hanging there.
Oh,
right.
But it's a place that's already
flashing.
gone to shit.
Yeah.
No, I was thinking something that like starts off innocuous and then goes to shit.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Like that'd be great. Like they do it with the Terminator ride. I mean, as terrible as the Terminator ride is, it's like, hey, welcome to Cyberdyne. We're here to.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think with a haunted house, you want to just kind of get to it. I don't know. Anyway, something to think about.
Yeah.
That's all we have for this week.
Yeah.
So
good.
next week we'll be back and we'll talk about some more shit and you'll enjoy it. And that's the way it goes.
Yeah. That's how this whole podcast
all right.
works.
We'll see you next time.
Later.